no Morgan Riley, how do you guys as a defensive corps kind of rally around each other? More minutes, I get it, but what's the key to kind of stepping up as a group?
I think just keep things simple, right? Mo brings a lot of offense, so obviously, I mean, I'm not going to bring that offense, obviously, but no, I think it's just playing as a team, being tight defensively, and the rest is going to just solve itself. We have really good players, we have a good team, so we just got to play together, and then we'll be fine.
As a group, what did you notice about, I mean, there was a lot of positives in that third period against Vancouver.
Yeah.
What do you as a unit, as a group, want to take from that third period and make sure you start with against Calgary?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think everybody stick together during that third period there. Came out intense. You know, it was just like a group effort, right? Like everybody was hungry, everybody wanted to win, and you could see it, especially from the top. You know, the guys played well, so I think we just had to start this game with the same attitude here.
If it does anything for you, coming to West and knowing another building that have a lot of blue jerseys in it, you obviously feel it, but what is it about Western Canada and knowing that Leafs Nation is representing, and what kind of a boost does that give?
No, I mean, our fans are passionate like crazy, so it's great. It's really fun to be on the road, and especially on those long road trips, and you know you have support here, so it's just great. We love to see that.
Maybe just a quick thought on, as this road continues, though, without Morgan Riley, how you guys as a unit have to kind of all step up, 8 minutes, and play maybe even a different style.
Yeah, obviously losing Mo, it's big loss for us. Obviously a big part of this team and organization. So yeah, we need everybody on the back end to step up and fill that big minutes and that role. So yeah.
What's it come down to? Is it about communication? Is it about some type of system work?
You know what? That's one thing about our D-core. We kind of been playing with everyone on the back end. So it's game to game a little bit, and so that makes you can call it that, easier to kind of like switch up the deep pairs, and everybody's so used to playing with everybody on the back end. So it's other than missing Mo, it's not a big deal.
What have you learned about Mo and his connection to this organization, this team, the city of Toronto, in your time with him?
No, obviously, first of all, awesome guy, awesome teammate. I think takes a lot of pride in putting that jersey on and be a good leader for us. And I think he's been, I mean, as a new guy coming in, he was one of those guys that helped me out and just to feel welcome and feel like home. So no, Mo is unbelievable and good player, unbelievable player for us. So it's been fun to play with him.
How would you describe the feeling after that win in Vancouver? Was it relief, excitement? Like, how did you feel?
No, I think it was just excitement. I mean, obviously we tried to win every game, but I like the way we came out in the third, putting it all on the line and got that win. Obviously, a couple lucky bounces here and there. You need that once in a while, but I think overall I liked our game. So it was nice to get that win and kind of have something to build on.
What's the kind of challenges, I guess, or the book on the Flames for the position challenge?
Yeah, I think obviously a good team. They work hard, play north, and so if you are a little bit too cute out there, it's gonna ends up coming back at you. So that's one thing that we had talked about this morning, and obviously focus on building on our game and yeah, just keep putting up wins here on the road. 2 games left, but focus on tonight here.
Another building that could have some blue in it. How does that help your group?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I thought the fans were great in Vancouver, and I mean anywhere we go really, it's a lot of blue in the stands, and it's awesome. So we all appreciate the support, and that's why it's so special to play in this market.
First of all, I guess as forwards, how do you guys kind of help out a D-core that won't have Morgan tonight?
Yeah, it's being smart with pucks, being consistent with our touches, and making sure that we're detailed at the blue lines. Just making sure that those pucks get in. That makes it easier on them, allows them to change, especially in the second period, which you can get three-quarter iced a lot. So just being smart with our puck play.
What do you want to take out of that third period? I know there was a lot of positives that your group found in Vancouver in that third. How do you kind of take what you like there and put it against Calgary tonight?
Yeah, I think we played with a lot of speed. We played, we're physical, we're fast. We played hard on their D. We were consistent with our touches there, and that was super important. So just continue to ride that momentum of feeling good, feeling energized, and trying to do well on the rest of this road trip.
How's the focus level for the group? I mean, 2 games. I know as professionals you have to keep the pedal down, but knowing that there's a break coming, what's the message to sort of say, let's finish this off the right way?
Yeah, I think we know there's a break coming up, but there's definitely a job to be done here, and we've talked about it, and we want to feel really good coming out of this, going into this break and coming out of this part of the season. So I think guys are going to be pouring everything they have into it. There's nothing to save it for really, and we're going to try and give it all.
Last one for you, and that is another building that could have a lot of blue in it. How much do you love that? What kind of a boost does it give for you as an individual, especially in your home province?
Yeah, it's nice to see. It definitely provides energy. You hear a couple goal Leafs go chants. Going on the road is always sweet to see. You get to see or feel the energy and how widespread the fan base is in Toronto, and it's something that we definitely appreciate and are thankful for.
Friends and family here tonight?
Yeah, a few more in Edmonton, but yeah, a few here tonight. Yeah.
Thanks. Well, first of all, maybe I'll get your thoughts on blue line that doesn't have Morgan Riley on it. How you guys forwards can help a blue line. I know it's not a news story, but having another guy out of it, how you guys can help.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Mo does a ton for us in his ability to, be the fourth man in attack and just in general his puck moving ability. So I think that's just more emphasis in the fourth and getting to your spots, being available, making things very predictable for our D and helping with the pace that we want to play at, and a big part of that is the way the puck moves. So get to spots, support one another, and all of a sudden the game just feels a little bit easier for everybody.
Lots to like in the third period against Vancouver. I know you saw some positives. How do you kind of pluck that and use it here in your start tonight against Calgary?
Yeah, we had a lot of pace. We just stayed aggressive. I think we were just really aggressive and not being overly risky. I think just playing high percentage hockey, but the pace that we played at allowed that aggressiveness to kind of wear them down and get ourselves tied up, and obviously opportunities to win the game in regulation, but obviously get to extra time and find a way to get it done. So I would say that's been trending well for us, obviously the other night in Vancouver in the third period especially, but even over the course of the start of this road trip.
As far as messaging goes, I guess just 2 games before a break, how do you make sure that everybody's locked in at the job at hand? I know you're professionals and you have to have it, so what's the message to make sure that you finish this the right way?
Just a small window and just focus on today. That's right at the forefront here, and having a good morning and getting ready for obviously a good battle tonight. Against a team that's very good off the rush, very competitive team, going to play real hard, and there's no easy games in this league. So, your preparation is key, and just staying focused on what you have to do today to be best ready for tonight, and worry about that and give our best effort, and everything else will follow suit.
Another building that could have a lot of blue in it. How much do you love seeing that when you come to Western Canada?
No doubt. I think it's pretty cool. Being a Maple Leaf and seeing just the support we get from Leafs Nation all across the country, and how big the fan base is, and coming through Western Canada, it's always people are really excited, and creates for a great energy in the building. Very competitive games, and a lot of fun to play in.
Craig, maybe just a thought on what you want out of your group without Morgan Riley tonight.
Yeah, for sure. It's a loss for the team. Him not being there tonight, so a couple new D go in tonight. Myers and Benoit will go in, and they're going to have to really do a good job as a 6-man unit out there tonight.
You talked a lot about Morgan Riley and his value to the group. I guess just hopefully getting him back and what you need out of him more.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if he probably won't be back here before the break, but the break will obviously, I think, will do him a lot of good. Getting a reset here and getting back and healthy and fresh going forward here.
Do you expect him back after the break?
He's still being evaluated, so I can't answer that question right now.
What is the injury?
Upper body.
How did it happen?
notice the play that happened?
No, it was in game. I know that he went left the bench and went behind and came back and tried it again, but he couldn't. Nothing he could do. But this has kind of been a little bit lingering with him for a bit. You know, that we haven't mentioned. Like, you know, it's been going on for a bit. This issue, and it's obviously gotten worse.
Do you think it affected his play before that?
Well, I think anytime you have some sort of lingering injury, I'm not even calling it an injury because he was playing, but it affects your play for sure. You know, I don't think, you know, that was a big reason why that his play, but listen, I know we talk about his play a lot, but I think if you look at our team's play during that stretch where we weren't doing very well, he's just part of it.
What does Calgary do well?
Work extremely hard, good rush team. I mean, they get up the ice really well with seems like 4 guys all the time in the play, but you're definitely going to get a team that's going to compete and work here tonight. They've had that MO for a while.
You talked about some of the positives you liked in the third period against Vancouver. What are the parts that you'd like to take from that and use early on?
Well, just the pace we played the game in all 3 zones. Like if, you know, looking at the tape, and we did it pretty much all game, but I thought the third was the best. You know, killing plays in D zone and just getting up the ice quickly from that and through the neutral zone, playing with pace and quickness. Our forward check was extremely effective because we played with pace and we got on top of them. And we had tons of zone time in the offensive zone. But the pace for me and how we played, that's the key.
What's the challenge with managing the ice time of your D? Like sometimes you look after the game, Cave's minutes or OEL's minutes.
Well, yeah, last game we're down to 5, right? So that got a little high. So with Benny and Myers coming in tonight, it can be more staggered a little bit here tonight, I think. And we got back-to-back games, so we got to take in consideration that too.
Sure, you saw last night's goalie fight.
Yeah.
A few goalie fights lately.
Yeah.
Would you advise your goalie to fight where you're going to stand on goalies?
I don't know. I mean, why are they fighting? Why aren't the players fighting? That's the way I look at it. I don't get it, to be honest with you. But I understand kind of that one last night. He was upset about the poke at the end, and so he took it in his own hands, which I've seen that before with goalies. And then obviously Vasi was, you know, upset about the game being the score and everything what went on. So I think he wanted to try to get involved. But hey, listen, it's part of the game. You know, I don't really have a stand on it either way. You know, again, they're just trying to get their team going, and the juices are flowing. You know, but I think I'd rather my goalies not fight as much as I can control that. Guy pokes your goalie, one of the players should be doing something about it.
Can I just ask you about this building? Like, you've got lots of memories in this building.
Yeah.
You got there's 1 year left. What sticks out when you come in this building? You think of a certain moment or time in your life?
I remember my first game in this building and playing against the old Flames, and kind of it was right before they won the cup, and how the team was built. I mean, that was a big, heavy team to play against. I'll tell you that. I had a tough time in here. I mean, felt like I couldn't breathe out there with the elevation and things like that. It was just a tough place to come in and play. You know, I mean, obviously the championship they won here, and I was fortunate to play with a lot of those guys for a few years. So it was I had a great memories of being here. I love Calgary. I think it's a great spot to be playing in the NHL.
There's a little bit of sadness that
yeah, there's always is, but you know, it's time. You know, that's what happens. It's time. You gotta, you know, you gotta get the new rink going. So it'll be great for the city and the team.
How did you decide Joseph tonight and Anthony? What went into that decision?
I just coming off last game. I think Joseph, I thought he was solid in the game. I know he didn't have a ton of work. Like, you know, like he had shots, but I just liked the way he played the game, and he made some big saves, obviously, and down the stretch, and then OT had to make a couple saves I talked about there. So I just like putting him back in there. He's got a little momentum. I think he's feeling good about his game.